What's happening, everyone? 3G Geek here, and today I am going to bring you a couple different things. First off, Casey Neistat put out a new video today, and I don't know if you guys follow him. I'm sure you probably at least heard of him if you have been an avid YouTube person for a while now. He did a collaboration video with Will Smith, and oh my god, new YouTube goals for me personally. I wish Will Smith could randomly show up in my YouTube videos. But it is a magical video that I would recommend going out and seeing for yourself. I would actually be super stoked to actually go and meet Will Smith in person. There's an interesting part of the video at about 6:55 in the video where Will Smith is walking out of Casey Neistat's 368, and like people are still there only to see Casey Neistat, and he even points out, like, there's Will Smith, and there's someone there who is like, yeah, but it's you, Casey Neistat. And that is an interesting concept to me, just because I find it interesting, the shift from the stars like Will Smith and that kind of thing over to these YouTube stars, Casey Neistat, where some of them didn't really even notice Will Smith, or you did see video of people like actually turning and like acknowledging Will Smith. It's not like they completely ignored him, but it's just interesting, that whole dynamic. And with that, I will put a link to the video below so you guys can check it out for yourself. And again, that interesting point is about at 6:55. And also through this, I discovered that Will Smith has a YouTube channel. This might not be news to some of you, but this was news to me. I was not aware of this. I have not really checked it out yet. I have subscribed, but I haven't seen any of the videos specifically, so I'm excited and curious to see what Will Smith has out on the internet. I also have a question I would like to pose to you. If you could meet anyone, who would it be? Seeing that Casey Neistat video kind of made me think, like, oh well, if I had a successful YouTube channel, who would I bring on? I'm sorry to say, Casey, if you ever see this, I would choose Will Smith over you. Still love your content, but if it came down to one or the other, if I can only choose one, I would choose Will Smith. But that's beside the point. So my question is, who would you bring on to a YouTube channel, a TV show, anything like that? I would be curious to see what people's answers are. And let's even say that you get 3. I'd be curious to see what people will say. And from that, we are shifting gears to what I would like to say, my gaming moment of the week. In this next clip that I'm going to show you, I was playing Far Cry 5. In this video, I did something kind of amazing, and so I just wanted to share it with you, so here's the clip.
Air support is coming in.
I didn't think I could actually shoot a guy out of a plane like that. Most of it was just luck, but I would hope that some skill was involved. But that's just my gameplay moment of the week. Last thing that I want to touch on is just kind of my journey through YouTube. And so right now I want to discuss kind of my struggles with YouTube. So some of my struggles, first thing that I want to talk about, just kind of time management. That's kind of the first issue or struggle that I have with YouTube. So I want to do YouTube stuff, I love doing YouTube stuff, but there's also other things that I want to do. For instance, my passion. I love to play video games. I have to find that balance between playing video games and doing YouTube videos about those games. There's other stuff like I want to go to the gym, and I want to work out more, but there's just other stuff that I also want to accomplish along with doing YouTube videos. And it's not to say that it can't be done. I know plenty of people on YouTube, Casey Neistat being one of them, that can seemingly do all of it. but that is just my personal struggle right now with being a up-and-coming YouTuber. The other thing that I struggle with, partially also having to do with time management, is I have a full-time job. With that full-time job, it gets in the way of creating stuff and and wanting to do all of this stuff in a single day and still being able to sleep. So that's just kind of another struggle that I have. Maybe someday I'll be able to migrate off of doing a full-time job, but as of right now, that's not going to happen. My life gets in the way. Which is actually a perfect segue into the next section, is my life also gets in the way of doing YouTube. This weekend I was busy all weekend, and I couldn't do anything in terms of YouTube, and I'm not blaming YouTube, but or not even the community, it's just the way that YouTube works. To be successful on YouTube, you have to constantly upload and constantly be working on YouTube stuff, or so it seems. Unless you, if you want to make it somewhere in YouTube, that this is what you have to do. Once you're established, you can kind of do more what you want, but people can argue one way or the other for that. But this weekend, I was busy all weekend, super fun weekend, and I loved every second of it, but that meant I couldn't do YouTube stuff either. So then with everything that YouTube is, I've kind of fallen behind, and the last struggle that I have is content. Content for me is kind of a hit or miss, just because I want to do the videos that I want to do, but I don't know if other people will enjoy it / view it, which that shouldn't necessarily stop me, but it's just kind of a weird thing, and I also have trouble trying to come up with new ideas because I don't want to recycle old ideas. I want to do a top 10 list, but I feel as though everyone does a top 10 list and people are getting sick of it. So I'm trying to think of new and exciting content that people will watch, while also trying to gain views and subscribers. But with that, that's really kind of it for today. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you enjoy seeing my face, subscribe. And also remember to ring the little bell next to it and make sure that it's set for all videos that I post, not just some of them. But with that, that brings us to the end of this video, and this is 3G Geek, signing off.